What's good? What's good, my family? Welcome back to another episode of Elevate Your Success 101. I'm blessed and grateful to be hosting another episode of today's podcast, and we're going to be talking about how to have the best 2021 you can ever have. So I know you guys have been missing me, but shout out to all my loyal followers. Shout out to all my fans that follow us on Instagram. You guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Twitter account. I want to thank you guys for listening to the podcast and taking it this far so far in 2021. We've been having a phenomenal year. I've been on tour. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia. I actually went down to North Carolina. Then I came back to ATL. And now I'm actually here having a blessed and grateful time. Just left Texas less than 30 days ago. Had a phenomenal event in Dallas. Spent some time in Houston with my investors. So I have been blessed and grateful, having a phenomenal year so far. And not to mention, I just celebrated a birthday. So shout out to all my Aries, all my April babies. I love you guys. And here's a reminder for you in 2021. I'm going to be giving you guys 7 ways for you to have a successful year. So here is a reminder for you in 2021. There's going to be 7 steps. I want you guys to pull out that notebook, pull out that pen. Let's get ready to go to work on that mind. And I want to share some value with you guys today. So step number 1, here's the first way for you to have a phenomenal year in 2021. Number 1, do not chase anyone. This year in 2021, if people want to walk out of your life, let them go. Okay, do not chase anyone. That is the first way that you can actually position yourself to have one of the best years of your life, if not of the entire decade, guys. Number 1, do not chase anyone. Now, number 2, here's a second reminder for you in 2021. Do not beg someone to stay. Right? Just like we're not going to chase anyone, we're not going to beg anyone to stay, family. We're not going to beg anyone to stay in our lives. Once again, if someone wants to walk away and exit your life, let them go. Okay, so step number 1, do not chase anyone. Step number 2, do not beg anyone to stay. Right? Your life is phenomenal. You're beautiful. You're amazing. If people don't see the value in your life, let them walk away. Okay? Because I want you guys to protect your positive energy, because where God is trying to take you, everybody can't go. So I wanted you guys to have those first 2 written down because they're extremely important. So number 1, do not chase anyone. And number 2, do not beg someone to stay. Now, number 3, right? The third reminder for you guys in 2021 to have a phenomenal year is to know your worth. All right? You have to know your worth and act accordingly, right? You have to know your worth. You have to realize how much value you bring to the table, right? Because some people don't know how special they are. They don't know how talented they are. They only actually go to their potential, right? They only actually put a cap on how much success that they can have. But you got to know your worth. You got to understand that you're God's highest form of creation and you can do anything that you put your mind to, right? So number 3, for you to have a phenomenal year this year in 2021, there's 8 months left. You got to know your worth, guys. So I'm going to go over steps 1 through 3 again, so you guys have them written down. You can implement them on your life and watch yourself have a transformation, right? So step number 1, do not chase anyone. Step number 2, do not beg anyone to stay. And step number 3, you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth in this lifetime, because time is the most valuable thing that we have. Right? So when you know your worth, you don't allow people to waste your time. Now, when someone wastes your time, right, that just means they don't respect you. They don't value your worth. Okay? And the only reason why a person couldn't value your worth is because you don't know your worth yourself. You don't know how valuable you are. So look yourself in the mirror as you're listening to this episode and tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am successful. I am brave. I am strong. I am phenomenal. I am a magnet for success, so that you can know your worth, family. So I wanted to talk to you guys about step number 3, because that one is extremely important, to know your worth. Now, number 4 is for you guys to save space for people who really matter, right? Save space for people who really matter in your life, right? A lot of times we get clouded, okay? Right? And when we get clouded, what happens is we lose focus, right? Sometimes we're building a business. You're a new entrepreneur. You have a lot of clientele, new customers coming your way. You got fans, you got supporters. And then sometimes we actually forget about those ones who actually matter. right? So you want to save space for people who actually matter. And the way that you can do that is by knowing your worth. Knowing your worth, not begging people to stay, and never chasing anyone. You want to leave space for the people that actually matter, the ones that contribute to your success, the ones that root for your success, the ones that encourage you to reach success, the ones that actually believe in you seeing success, right? You want to save space for those people, because when things get hard and you feel like giving up and you may have a bad day and life gives you obstacles, those are going to be the people that encourage you to keep going. Those are going to be the people that tell you to keep elevating your success. So you got to save space for people who actually matter, guys. That's step number 4. Go ahead and write that down. Save space for people who matter. Now, number 5, you guys want to accept what cannot be changed. Okay, let me repeat that again. Step number 5, accept what cannot be changed. Sometimes in life, there are going to be some unforeseen circumstances that may arise, and we cannot change those. We just have to accept it, adapt, and move accordingly, guys. You got to accept what you cannot change. Sometimes your baby dad is always going to piss you off. Sometimes your baby mama will never do right by you. Sometimes your spouse might aggravate you. Those are some things that we cannot change. Sometimes things aren't going right on a job. Sometimes you're having family issues. Sometimes people are going through different phases in your life and you get the bad end of the stick. Sometimes we cannot change those things. We just have to accept it, adapt, and adjust just like a champion would in any situation. So you got to understand that you can survive under any circumstances. When you have that mindset, you will understand that you just got to accept what you cannot change. You got to figure out a solution, and you got to adapt like a champion, guys. That's step number 5. Accept what you cannot change, right? Now, number 6, you want to leave what isn't for you, right? A lot of the times we are so focused on what's going on somebody else's Instagram, somebody else's timeline, somebody else's story, somebody else's lifestyle, that we get wrapped up in their life and compare it to what we're doing, right? So you guys got to understand, everything isn't for everybody. What I do, maybe you can't do. What you do, maybe I can't do. So step number 6, you got to leave what isn't for you, right? If it isn't bringing you joy, happiness, and contributing to your bank account, you got to leave it alone. If it's not bringing you joy, happiness, acceleration, money in a bank account, leave it alone. So step number 6, leave what isn't for you. Leave it alone, walk away, never look back, guys. So step number 1, do not chase anyone. Number 2, do not beg anyone to stay. Number 3, know your worth. Number 4, save space for people who matter. Number 5, accept what cannot be changed. Number 6, leave what isn't for you. And number 7, last but not least, is actually my favorite, love yourself. Love yourself with your whole heart, with your energy, with your being, with your thoughts, with your way of living. You got to love yourself first, because people can feel that. They can see that. They can actually adapt to that, right? When I walk in a room, people know I love myself because I give off so much love. If you don't love yourself, how can you love other people? And how can other people love you? You got to love yourself first, guys. That is the last and final step that I wanted you guys to take away from today's episode, is to love yourself. That is the most important thing that's going to get you through everything. Whether you're rich, you're poor, fat, black, white, or white. Right? Loving yourself is what's going to get you to the next level. Loving yourself is what's going to keep you persevering. Loving yourself is what's going to help you elevate your success to no limits, guys. You got to believe in yourself. You got to show yourself love every day. You got to look in the mirror and say, I love me. I love myself. I love my life. Right? And you got to show your body and your mind and your soul that you love yourself. Show yourself some love. Even give yourself a hug here and there. But at all costs, you guys got to love yourself. So steps 1 through 7, make sure you guys have them written down. I wanted to come here and drop some value on you guys from today's episode. I've been missing you guys so much. I've been traveling. I've been on the road. But I had to stop and check in with you guys. Make sure you're having a beautiful 2021 so far. And remember that today is is a day you never saw before, and today is a day that you're never going to see again. So shout out to everybody that listened to today's episode. I'm blessed and grateful to be back, giving you guys some knowledge. I just had a beautiful birthday, so look forward to the podcast dropping every single morning at 5 a.m. Monday through Fridays. Without further ado, guys, I want to let you enjoy your day, elevate your success. Don't forget to head on over to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Elevate Your Success 101. Subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Hit that subscribe button on Spotify so that you can get every single update that we get every single day, guys. Peace and love. I love you so much. And back to Elevate Your Success.